All right, y'all, check this out. Another awesome bill that's been brought to my attention. Again, a caption bill, a bill that had none of this language when it was filed, and next thing you know is stuffed with pages and pages of an amendment that we're just now getting to see. By the way, was able to get, it's not even available online yet. This isn't even available to the public yet, which is so egregious. But HB 1201, listen to this, HB 1201, run by Speaker Cameron Sexton, is running an amendment to a bill specifically, from what I hear, to deal with organizations like Tennessee Stands. Yes, and this bill would penalize 501c4 nonprofit organizations like Tennessee Stands and many others throughout the state, would penalize organizations like ours for saying the name or using the likeness of a candidate for office 60 days prior to an election. So all the work we do at Tennessee Stands, where we show you a video and show you how these people voted, where we maybe show you an image, where we simply say their name and let you know what's happening at the Capitol. If we do that 60 days prior to an election, we could be penalized. We could face penalty from the state and be disallowed and have to register as a PAC, which has all sorts of other implications for the organization. If we spent money, or let me read you the amendment. The organization expends an aggregate total of at least $5,000 in organizational funds, monies, or credits for communications. Listen to this: that not if we electioneer, which we know we can't do. We can't say vote for or vote against someone when we actually have a PAC to do that. But if our organization simply has communications that contain the name or visually depict the likeness of a state or local candidate in a primary election, we can face fines. So 60 days prior to an election, Tennessee Stands, we can't, I can't say Cameron Sexton, Speaker Cameron Sexton, Cameron Sexton, Speaker Cameron Sexton. I mean, does that get me in trouble? Look, if I show you his picture, look, here's Cameron. And man, look at that gavel. Isn't that something? Look at that. It's a big one, isn't it? Cameron Sexton. So if I show you a picture of Cameron Sexton and I say his name, am I in trouble now? If it's 60 days prior to an election? Guys, look, why would they do this? Well, because we're having an impact, because they don't like what we say, because they don't like being exposed, because they don't want you to know the kinds of things that are going on in the General Assembly leading up to an election. God forbid that their actions have an impact on whether or not you as their constituents choose to vote them back in office. Isn't that something? I mean, this is a First Amendment issue. This is an equal protection issue in terms of how organizations like Tennessee Stands and other organizations are being treated. Are other organizations going to be held to the same constraints? I mean, this is crazy. To say that an organization will face penalty for using speaking the name or using the likeness of a political candidate. This is the kind of stuff that's going on in Tennessee that you guys need to know about. This is HB 1201, HB 12001. It's going to be in the House Local Government Committee, and we'll give you a link to that, on Tuesday, April 12th at noon. And you should call every member of that committee and say, hell no to this bill. What are we even thinking? And by the way, Speaker, again, I'm not sure if I'm getting in trouble for this. I don't know. Speaker Cameron Sexton, this guy wants to run for governor in 2026. Just so you know, that's funny.